Hello, my beautiful people. Welcome to What's the Vibes?
What's the vibes, man?
We back again, episode 4 with a special guest.
Andre Lamar, what's going on, you guys?
Andre Lamar, what's going on, everybody? How's y'all doing? How's your weekends going? How's your loved ones?
How's your loved one?
How's y'all loved ones?
Everybody's doing good, to my
Excellent,
knowledge.
excellent.
So that's all we can ask for in these days.
Excellent. What about you?
My loved ones is doing good, you know what I'm saying? 2 of them is in front of me right now, but as long as y'all know I'm good, I'm good.
Right.
I'm straight, you know what I mean?
She in love, man.
Shit,
You know that.
you don't sit to bitch real quick, but it's all good.
So boom, we gonna kick it off today. So like my boy Rico said, this is What's the Vibes, you know what I'm saying? So y'all tuned into episode 4. You know what I mean? It's your boy DOC, Rico, we got Dre with us. Dre, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Sure. What's going on, you guys? My name is Andre Lamar. I am the intellectual creator, storyteller,
Mhm.
but also known as a fashion enthusiast, luxury professional,
Trippy.
wardrobe consultant.
AKA the Drip Lord.
The Drip Lord.
The Drip Lord.
Check him out. We definitely
Check
gonna
him
tag
out.
that Instagram.
Definitely.
Check him out.
Definitely.
Drip Lord.
Appreciate it.
All right, cool. So I want to ask you a few questions before we get right into the episode. So, right now, quick question: did you go to school for your career?
I did. So, I actually went to, well, I guess my most recent experience would be my master's degree. So I went to North Carolina State University,
Nice.
but I also went to a school in Paris, Schema Business School.
Heard
So it was a dual master's degree in global luxury management.
Nice.
But then I also have a bachelor's in fashion merchandising, as well as a degree in fashion marketing.
Let's clap that up real
You
quick.
gotta clap that.
Get these degrees, everybody.
Resume is
Get
valid.
super
Your
valid.
resume is valid. So what's the hardest part right now, like about following your dream?
I think the hardest part is facing, those society stereotypes, I guess. I would say also kind of staying in line with being true to yourself, but also, making sure that, you do not,
Conform in a way.
I guess conform to, what people are to someone else's dreams,
Yeah.
someone else's vision. So
Right.
I think it's about finding the happy balance between staying true to yourself, but also gaining that experience, in the industry and knowing how to leverage that experience, those skills into your own goals and visions.
Right. All right, so like I've been seeing your Instagram jump, so I've been seeing you get right to it. Like I've been seeing you put a lot of fits together right now. I'm waiting for you to put mine together. Like, summertime coming, so we gonna hopefully I'll be on that page soon.
All right.
So I'm gonna ask, what's the best thing you've done so far in all the fits that you done put up? Like including your reels, because your reels is fire.
Appreciate it.
The reels is fire.
Appreciate
And I
it.
see you definitely put together a few fits with a few people too. So
Mhm.
what's the best thing you've done so far? No favoritism.
Oh wow, that is a very difficult question. I feel like the most exciting project that I've worked on thus far would probably be the project I worked on the last month with a client of mine named Richard.
Shout out Richard.
Shout out to Richard. We did a really cool spring-summer shoot that came out
That sounds
wonderful.
fun. Right.
We worked with this wonderful photographer named Kazai King, and shout out to Kazai. And everything just came out really dope. And just to kind of put the cherry on top of it, we were able to get this body of work published in a publication.
Oh shit. Okay,
So
man.
that
Great
is,
job.
something
Great job.
that I'm very excited about that will be coming out very soon.
All
So
right, coming soon.
I'll be making that announcement
Fire.
soon.
It's coming to you live from What's the Vibe?
Coming to you live.
Coming to you live.
Exclusive.
Exclusive, major.
All right, so then that cancels out my next question, which was what you got coming up. You already told y'all the exclusive. So we do have, my boy Rico is definitely interested in a lot of your work. I think he has some questions for you himself.
I got like 2 good personal questions of mine. Like,
Sure.
Boom. So, when did you realize that you really love fashion?
Wow. I would say where it really all started from. This is very, very interesting.
Get into it.
Because initially, my career goals had nothing to do with fashion. I wanted to be an accountant.
What?
Yeah.
Bro.
I love these stories.
I wanted
That's
to be
why
an
I love these
accountant.
stories.
I wanted to be an accountant. I really
That's wow.
loved math. I still do love math, and I'm very strategic. So I love to kind of think and kind of
Right.
solve
Puzzles and
Puzzles,
shit, like
yeah.
that formulas. Yeah, I like that.
exactly.
Yeah.
So
It's a breakdown.
that was my thing, and honestly, it kind of came through being inspired through my social surroundings, whether it was school. I grew up in the church as well, so that had a huge influence. But then also,
You
I
gotta
think
catch them dripping on church Sunday.
Yeah.
You gotta come from
Exactly.
I'm not ready for that.
it was very down to the nine when it came to those Sunday looks. But I think subconsciously, being influenced by my mom, my grandmother, my aunt, they kind of all had their own way of influencing me. My grandmother, she definitely, had her hand more on the formal side of how I presented myself.
Yeah.
My aunt, she kind of came in with the preppy,
Right.
alternative side, and my mom was definitely more of the urban streetwear, and so.
Bro, it's crazy that you say that because I see that, bro. Like,
Yeah.
I see it in
It's
your
all
look,
in
for
it.
real.
It's all
All
in it.
3 influences, I see that shit, bro. That's crazy.
It's definitely a mix-up. So I would
that's
say,
wild.
probably at an early age, maybe 9, but then I think for me personally, where I made the conscious decision would be in high school, is when I made the transition. I said, you know what, I don't think I want to go into math or go into accounting. I think, I'm
Heart is pounding somewhere else,
it's
right?
pounding, yeah.
I need
I need to be expressive, so it was
Yeah.
definitely in high school.
Dope.
Yeah.
Definitely, that's fire. And my other question is, like me, because I went through your whole Instagram, bro. I ain't stalker flow, but it's mainly for just the show. You feel me?
No worries.
Feel me? But like, I was really inspired and everything because the way that I look at fashion, that's like art to me. You feel me?
Right.
So it's like when I saw you just putting your pieces together, I'm like, yo, this man is insane. Like, yo, like there was one piece where you had with the Burberry boots with the off-white belt. I think you said you was going to like an occasion or something like that. And I sat back and I saw it all come together. I'm like, bro, I gotta step my shit up. I'm like,
That's all you can say after seeing some shit like that.
I gotta step my shit up. But
man.
like, it definitely was inspirational.
Thank
But
you.
my second one was, are you really into like art and anything like that? Like a Basquiat or a Keith Haring or something like that?
Absolutely. You know what? Just as you mentioned, fashion to me is definitely an art form. And for me, it goes so much farther beyond, let's say, the labels or, things of that, of that nature. It's more of the style. And for me, when I get dressed, I'm wanting to tell a story. And even when I do, my projects, it's all about telling a story. And funny that you mentioned Basquiat. I would say he's definitely someone that I'm very much inspired by, just because he was very unapologetic about his art form. And I only have one tattoo, and it's of a Basquiat image. So definitely an art form, and it's all about expressing, yourself and creating something special that someone else can look at. And I think what's so great about it is that there could be so many different interpretations of what I do, what each of us do, what any artist do. So it's definitely an art for me.
Alright, so we're gonna give it up for my boy Dre, man. Thanks for our quick Q&A with that, man. We got to know a little bit Dre, you know what I'm saying, the mastermind behind the fashion.
Behind the
and all
drip
that.
standing in the ocean.
Word.
Sure.
So we about to switch gears real fast. So now we're gonna get into some relationship questions and all that. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna switch gears a little bit. We're gonna run through 4 Q&As. You know what I'm saying? So everybody spill your beans.
Okay.
Rico, you already know
Let's
how to
get
you
it.
know the vibes.
Unapologetic, B.
You know the vibes.
Unapologetic. You know what the vibes is, bro. So you want to kick it off?
Bet that. Alright, so question 1, my brothers. If you cheated, would you tell your significant other?
Yes.
Wow.
Said that with a straight face.
Yeah,
You real.
very quickly.
Yes.
You real.
Makes no sense. Makes no sense, B.
See, like, I feel like a lot of people like you would say yeah off the rip, but you've never been in that position to whether it's like, damn, would I really tell her or him?
I got you right now. Red flag on the table.
Oh, shit.
Oh,
So
boy.
anyway, but nah, sitting here dealing with one relationship, I ended up seeing like, damn, I ain't tell Shorty, but yet everything still came to light. So it's like, damned
Right.
if you do, damned if you don't.
One of those.
Regardless, because I can't deal with the pressure. of
They
keeping
always
that
say,
shit.
they say they always find out.
They always do.
They say that.
No matter what, and you just sitting here and they find out in the most wildest variables that you would never understand. You be like, when did that happen? Like, when would you link this up? Like, how did you put 2 and 19 together? Not even 3. You went straight to 19, and that means you got all the details. So it makes no sense.
Right.
I would agree. I think honesty is definitely a virtue, but I think, also, I think for me, just my conscience of knowing that if you love someone and you have this secret that you know could eventually, number 1, come out, 2, is gonna hurt them, you might as well tell them, because you never know. The life has a weird way of circling back, and if you don't tell it, life will, and it's gonna tell it in its own way, and it may not be the way that you
You
want
gotta
it.
catch that
to come
narration
out.
before that shit happen.
Exactly.
Told you.
So it's like, what if I feel like scenarios is different though, cause like you could cheat on somebody, but like the person you cheating with, what if it wasn't like that serious? What if it's just like a one night stand or anything? But if you cheat, I feel like if you cheating emotionally with a person, I feel like that's a conversation you and your spouse should definitely have. Not saying that
Right.
overshadow the other one, or
Okay.
like you don't need to tell the other one too, but that is like for a fact. You know what I'm saying? You gotta tell them like, yo, babe, like
yo, I felt something.
I felt something with somebody else.
Like,
Real shit.
It was a
Right.
boom dynamite moment. I ain't gonna flex. Last time I had that, it was with you, so I don't know.
Well, what about the one night stands though? Like something
One
that's
night
not that
stand,
serious.
the one night stand is on the nightstand
You
table,
know,
bro.
I mean, I think
No connection.
if there's an understanding,
If
you
the
know,
vibe is right,
if there's an understanding and everybody understands what's going on,
Yeah.
then you just
Let it out on the
you may
table.
just leave it where it is.
Like,
on the nightstand table.
I say yeah. I say you should tell your spouse. But I've never been in a predicament where it's like, damn, I just feel like everybody
good.
can talk a big one before that shit actually is there.
Right.
You know what I'm
Yo,
saying? So
shit
like
is
you never
crazy.
know how you're gonna react in that moment. Because you and your significant other could be in the best place y'all ever been, and then you fuck up and do some shit.
Right.
And it's like, damn, man, I gotta come out and tell her all this shit. That,
Nah, I gotta sit here with the bleach clothes.
you know what I'm saying? Like,
I got the
Cut up
holes in my
sneakers.
Jordans.
and they sitting there like, damn, like we good. Why would you go out and cheat? You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Like, what the fuck? Like, we good. You know what I'm saying?
Life is crazy.
Life is real,
I just
man.
needed a beat.
Need a beat. Yeah, I'm out. I'm out here. Now I'm about to beat the go. It's time for me to go. What's the second one?
So let me get this real quick.
I need a beat.
Boom. Alright, y'all ready for this? Could you trust your spouse if you took that spouse from somebody else?
One of those, you get them hot, you lose them type situations, right?
And I think that's exactly what I was getting ready to get to.
Exactly.
Like, just expect. I don't care. Well, me personally, I don't. Depending on, let's say the dynamics of how you did meet.
Yeah.
I think there is a very strong possibility that there is opportunity that if however you meet someone is how things could very much end.
See, like, I lived this one before, right? So this is kind
Do
of
tell.
I lived this one before, right?
I got a story.
But even before I lived there, I always had this idea, like, and that's just me being me. Like, I'm one of one. You feel what I'm saying? Like, there ain't no other me out there.
That's a fact.
You feel what I'm saying? Like, that was me before the situation. But my girl now, she was with her boyfriend before me,
Okay.
right? And before they officially broke up, I would say like me and her was in like that talking phase. You feel what I'm saying? Wasn't like nothing too crazy, but like before her and him officially broke up, we was talking. I hope I ain't telling something that he already know. My bad.
It don't matter though.
I said it don't matter
You
at
got
this
the
point.
W, bro. It don't matter.
You know what I'm saying? So like, and they was in a relationship for 5 years. So that's why I was even hesitant with her. Like, I'm not really gonna jump into nothing with you because you in a 5-year relationship. You know what I'm saying? So like, I ain't really trying to.
You got the
It don't matter right
But
now.
like now, I don't look at her and be like, you know what? Like, damn, like another dude could come by and take you from me. You know what I'm saying? Like, but that was even before the situation because I already feel like ain't no me. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Exactly.
another dude ain't gonna do the things that I do, holler at you the way I holler at you, treat you the way I do. That shit
Dust
ain't
your
gonna
shoulders
happen.
off, bro.
Because when I pulled up on that.
Mm-hmm.
Yo, listen, hey, baby, that shit over. You know what I'm saying?
What?
That shit is done for.
Slow that shit down.
That shit is over. You know what I'm saying? And that's the type of energy I had. Like, so I don't know. That one's tricky. But it's like, another thing is though, like, as far as like when you meet somebody in the club or some shit like that, you can't be mad when you're in a relationship and they want to go clubbing.
I can't trust a club body, bro. You remember last episode. I can't trust you. You want to
Dre,
club?
like, explain. Look.
What's wrong with a club goer?
I mean, like, alright, boom. You can go to the club, you feel me? Greatest businesses happened out of the club,
Exactly.
you feel me? The great businesses. Look at Lil Yachty. You see where he at now, right? Boom, got a cereal deal and shit. You feel me? Great. But we all know what we going to the club for. We all know what we in there for.
Dre a clubber. He like, hold on now.
Turn it up, bro.
Dre,
We
turn
out
up,
here,
hold on.
we lit.
Oh,
Ain't
man.
got time for no emotions.
Dre
Ain't got
be
time for
outside.
no relationships. I'm out here being a free body. What? A social body.
So home body.
Nah, just social body, bro. Not a social home
Take
body.
the home out.
Take the home out. We
Social
socially bodied everything, bro. Like, nah.
But what if we go into the club just to network?
To
And just to
network,
kind
nah,
of,
it's
you know,
cool.
I mean, I do think, you know, when you are in those environments, there is a certain culture that you do have to immerse yourself with in order to be, let's say, fluid in how you may conduct business. So,
Facts.
you know, some people may take that in different ways.
Right.
And may, you know, flex that.
It's the approach game.
Exactly.
It's the
It
approach
is.
game.
It is.
And what I could say is, boom. Because I used to just turn up all the time. Now I'm an old man. I like simple shit now.
I understand.
Like, bro, my back hurt when it rains.
Right.
It makes no sense.
You be
But
both.
it's like, I say this, like, you know those type of parties where you can really network in and get that vibe out and
Right,
everything.
right.
Versus the club.
The club.
Because, bro, I'm like 3 cups of Hennessy in. I ain't trying to hear nothing like that. I'm hot. Somebody get me a water or something. The shit is busting. I'm out here turning up right now. But you do got those social events when you go, because I'm popping out to one tonight. HNC Day. HNSC Day. I hope I said that proper. I'm going to post it up later. But we outside, you feel me? And that's mainly just to push the brand, you feel me? Push.
Right.
I just said to my brother right here, like, yo, bro, we got to start hitting events and vlogging more. Definitely coming to you soon, by the way, too. But I'm saying, like, we got to, and if we go to these parties and everything like that, just catch us turning up. But then within the midst of us turning up, we got to be social. We got to sit back and network and stuff.
Right.
Feel me? So let me not cast a stone and be like, fuck y'all. Nah, it's like, I fuck with y'all, but the way that my life is set up right now, nah, bro.
So hold on. So you first said that you do get them how you lose them, but you don't really agree with the whole stereotype of like people clubbing and like if you date somebody who clubbing, you can't be mad if they go to the club.
That's how you met them.
But that's how you met them.
That's very true. Wait, hold on. Hold on.
I'm about to maybe I twisted the words up a little bit.
What I'm saying is, I do believe that how you meet them is how you could potentially lose them. But let's say, you met someone in the club, right?
Mm-hmm.
Not necessarily saying that is how you're going to lose them.
Right.
But let's say, if they were in a relationship at the time and you met them in the club and for some reason or somehow you guys happen to become a couple, like they, everything dismantled over here and now you guys are a couple. Yeah, I would say expect that same behavior to show up somewhere else later on in y'all's situation.
That makes sense.
But I don't think just because this person goes to the club or just because an individual goes to the club that they should be defined as someone that may, step out just because they're in a club setting. Because there are a lot of people, like myself, who do be outside, but who can definitely set the objective of like, you know what, I'm gonna go to this event. I already know what it's hitting for, and yeah, I may have to immerse myself into the culture, but I'm going there with an objective.
You got a game plan.
Exactly.
Right. And it's good to know beforehand, like you said, like, you know what, I know I'm hanging out with such and such and such.
Right.
Know how that shit get.
Exactly.
So let me make sure I'm on point before we step out.
Right.
Until that one shot of Casamigos everything out the window.
Right, everything out the window.
Everybody on the strip club.
Once you driving the boat, it's over.
Everybody driving boats. Everybody want to be a captain. It makes no sense, but everybody outside.
That's a fact. I used to turn up. I used to be outside.
Yeah.
I still go outside now, but not as much though.
Not as much.
At all. Like if it was like a ratio is like 1 to 6 right now.
Mm-hmm.
But like that's not only because of the relationship too. But like you said, niggas is old.
Yeah, exactly.
No funny. Like I turned up for like a good. If you got promoted at a job, we outside. Let's go celebrate. Let's turn up.
Mm-hmm.
But like every weekend, that should be killing me.
Oh no,
I got it.
I
ain't got it.
We could do it probably every two weekends here and there out the week.
Every celebration. You want to celebrate? Hit me up.
Listen,
but if you just go on
I'm a
Friday,
social homebody, bro.
Stay your ass home.
I'm a social homebody. Pull up to the crib. Let's talk a 401k rotation.
Exactly. Something chill.
Keep me simple, baby. I'm cool and be shit.
Man, listen.
Even when I get the chicken for it, bro. Cool.
All right, what we at? 3?
Yeah.
Oh, this kind of ties into the first one. If you steal your spouse from someone, if you steal your spouse from someone, can you trust that person won't leave you for somebody else?
No.
Can you trust them?
No.
Damn. Oh, let me stop. I gotta be back around. I'll be right back. I mean, but I really can't say like I stole Shorty. She was going mentally out of the relationship way before a nigga just pulled up. You feel what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
I got
once you get down to the technicality of
the stories, it's complex.
Yes, it becomes very complex.
Like, she pulled the cheese grater out, and then I don't know.
Right.
No.
But it's like if it's not that complex as really just saying like you cheating on somebody in a relationship and then you end up leaving your relationship for that person you was cheating with, you can't trust somebody like that.
No, you can't.
I don't think you can trust somebody like that.
That's crazy.
That's why you never chill with them one night stands to be in a relationship. That's why you leave them on the nightstand.
Leave it where it's at and keep it pushing.
Like, yo, it's treacherous out in these streets.
It is.
I'm telling you.
It's serious. It's really
You get caught up in one of those situations. The best thing I can say from experience, the best thing I can say is this: yo, just prepare yourself for the worst and still have fun. Roll with the punches. Roll with it. Because guess what? If she got a paddock, she for the streets. Future said it. Future said it. You feel me?
I'm weak.
Straight. That's just what it is. It is what it is. If you like the street, if you like to ride your bike in the streets, and you found something just so magnificent out there, it's just like, damn, you gonna stop, you gonna pick it up, and you still gonna ride your bike in the streets.
Right.
You still gonna be in the streets. You got it on you, but you still in the streets. Regardless, bro. It don't matter.
Yo, hold on, my bad. Sidebar. Speaking of Future, they asked, right? So who won the Mount Rushmore of the past decade, right?
Alright, I'm saying Thug. is Drizzy, Kendrick, and Cole.
You saying Young Thug
I'm
over
pitting Young
Future?
Thug. I'm pitting Young Thug, bro.
Ooh.
I'm pitting Thug, bro, just because he got that Gucci cosign.
What you say?
Wait, hold on. I'm sorry. I might have missed this whole.
Yeah, my bad.
It's like, all right,
This
so
whole
boom.
subject.
Basically, they're doing a Mount Rushmore of for the rappers right
For the
now,
last
and it's
decade.
always been
Okay.
Drake for the soul, Kendrick for the it's Drake for the heart, Kendrick for the soul, and J. Cole for the mind.
Okay.
But they need one more.
Mm.
I'm
The
going
crazy-
Young Thug for the
crazy
drip.
part about that shit though, it was Meek Mill. It was Meek, but Meek fell off.
Nah, Meek
Meek fell off,
Mandela, he off the island, bro.
That was my guy.
He off the island, bro.
I
He-
say Future. I'm not even gonna hold
Nah,
y'all.
bro.
I'm
Young
gonna
Thug.
Young Thug.
Young Thug.
I'm gonna have to go with Future too.
I say Future, bro. For the last
Young
decade,
Thug.
bro, I'm saying
I'm gonna have to go with Future too.
My boy Future been on fire.
Listen, he always gonna be on fire, but the reason
Right.
the reason why I'm saying it is because of the. All right, I'm putting Young Thug's drip over Future just because of the simple fact when Future hit the game, it was bonkers. You feel me? It was
Right.
ridiculous.
Right.
When Young Thug hit the game, it was like an Andre 3000 effect. You feel me? Like it switched
Granted-
everything.
Granted, but
I
when
can
Future
see
Future hit the game, he was really trying to find his way though.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I ain't going front. When you Thug at the game, he came out, yo, this is who I am. This is what y'all gonna have to
Exactly.
adapt to.
You gonna have
get
to-
with it or get lost.
Exactly.
Future was jumping on the features. He doing little songs and different little music categories and all that. Still trying to find his
Yeah.
way. But no funny. Once Future found his way, bro,
Once he
it
found the
was
pocket,
it was over.
Flips,
Bro, like,
it was over.
I'm
bro.
a super candidate for Gucci flip flops, bro. He's the reason why everybody in Gucci flip flops is going up, bro. But like I said,
Some Gucci flip-flops.
Young Thug, he came out the game off rip, rich gang,
I ain't gonna front the fact.
rich gang.
That was-
Already
that
got
was
the
bag big.
you got
That
the
was
rich
nice.
gang. Then on top of that, you sitting here with the big beefing with one of the biggest goats in the world, Weezy. Then you say, you know what? Oh, you ain't dropping your album? I'm calling my album The Barter 6,
Barter 6.
bro.
It's tough.
And then just literally, you just make a whole lane for yourself. Like, you made your own lane, and everybody just followed it. Like, just kept going and just kept going. And still paid homage to the person you beefing with. Like, that's different, bro. That's a different mindset right there. He's the same beast and the same animal, bro. Word to Kobe, bro. Word to Kobe.
So who are we going with then?
I'm still going with Future. Good point though. I'm not.
that is
I'm
a
not
good point.
It's
denying none of that
it's
shit.
two against one,
Bro,
so
I'm
we're
going
gonna have to
Future.
put Future up there, but I'm still saying Thug for me, bro.
That's real. I ain't see a lot of people. I ain't see a lot of people vote on nobody else. They were trying to say like, Lil Wayne and
Nah,
Kanye.
they put
but
Nicki
that was
Minaj
cool.
up there.
That was tough.
You know,
That's real.
She
Yeah,
been holding it.
real.
I ain't
Yeah.
gonna flex. I'm not a biggest fan, but she held it down for like
That's
the
real.
longest. Like,
It's crazy because she probably got overlooked because she a female, but nah.
bro, like I
Nicki
said,
could be up there. Though.
Nicki definitely.
I fucked with
deserves it.
Nicki
That could be
from
up there.
Kanye's when she did the Monster
That's
verse,
what I'm
bro.
saying, like,
That's when I was like, yeah.
It
But
was
over the
nasty.
years for me,
Yeah.
bro, it was like,
I'm about to say it's crazy because I jumped on the monster wave, but people was fucking with Nicki off the itty bitty piggy. I
That's what I'm
couldn't
saying.
really-
Beam me up,
she was
Scotty.
going,
Beam me
she
up,
was going
like,
hard.
she was
She
going
was
crazy.
out here, bro.
Like, it
but
was
it's
crazy.
just like,
What was that? High school?
That was high school.
I couldn't really walk through the
High
hall singing
school.
Iggy Biggy Biggy, but
Nah,
if I'm in the crib, I'm going crazy.
you know what I'm saying? I would sit here and listen to it. And this is when Kanye had like the Good Fridays and shit like that, when the Cruel
Yeah.
Summer and everything like
Right,
that.
right.
He was just dropping Good Fridays. And then when he dropped his album, which was the most beautiful album of all time, Kanye, you gotta get back to that if
Shout
you're
out,
watching.
Ye.
Shout out to Ye. Love you.
Right.
You get back to your mental straight. But when he dropped when he dropped Monster and shit, and it's like he had just had heavy hit it, and then she ends it. And the way she ended
went
this shit
dumb.
was
It
just
was done.
It's
nasty.
like you
It was
want to
done.
just
I'm like,
rewind
bro.
her part, like
Just her
Yo.
part, and I'm like, you on a whole track with heavy hitters, you
Right.
feel me? And you still striving through the lane, you still
Right.
keeping your name up there, but yet
Right.
you big they kept it there. So I appreciated that. And
shout out Nicki Minaj.
Facts.
Shout out to Nicki.
Shout out to
Welcome
Nicki.
back too,
Shout out,
Nicki. Welcome
yes.
back.
Nah, I'm waiting for an album. I wasn't jacking the last album. I'm waiting for an album.
I'm waiting
I want
for
to
an
see if she gives me that
Yeah, she got
that rawness,
She gotta go
bro.
hard.
I want
that
that.
track though, her Drizzy and Wayne. That's my shit though. You
The
heard it?
one with,
Newest one is
with Drake too.
That shit
Yeah,
hard.
I have.
That shit
Yeah.
hard.
hard.
That shit
I
hard.
don't know. I mean, I feel like now that you mention it, I do see how Nicki can be
She can
in that
Right.
caliber.
Hell
Yeah,
For the
because
last decade, hell yeah.
she
She held-
nasty. She pushed.
Listen,
she
I'm gonna
pushes
say
her
this. she held it down without an album.
Right.
She did.
Like, everybody's still jacking. Before she even dropped the new album that she had, she held it down without an album.
Yeah.
Like, her old music was still getting ran up. Bro, she made Crocs $50. That's different. It's different. And you still didn't drop an album. It's crazy, son. You gotta put her up there. I understand, but I'm still saying it.
I am very interested to see what her next album is gonna look like, though. Because
fact.
I mean, for me, I remember a few weeks ago when she did re-release Remix Scotty. I was like, oh my gosh, like finally, like I've been waiting for this moment.
It's a mixtape turn album now. Now it's on Apple. Once it's in Apple, it's gold.
And it hit number one. Well, of course it's going to hit number one. That's a fact. Of course it's going to hit number one.
Well, I got all of the slaps on it.
All of them.
And got all of these.
Before she became, I feel like, the Nicki Minaj, on Young Money, like BBM Scotty was, that was it. Like it. So I feel like if she's coming with that same energy in this next upcoming project,
I don't want no commercials.
It's gonna be crazy. I agree. I don't want no commercial. I want straight.
I want the whole album to sound like she coming for somebody,
that's
bro.
A fact.
Like I want
somebody get her mad. Matter of fact, somebody get her mad for she getting her bag,
bro.
For she getting her bag.
Somebody tell her lace ain't right. Go ahead, I dare you.
Oh, I don't think that would ever be a problem.
Nah, not to just do it. Just do it.
So just do it, right?
Just do it.
I'm gonna spark up right now. Spark it up. We on Instagram go crazy real fast. All right, so before we jump out here, last question. Do you like if your spouse is emotional or laid back?
A little bit of both.
A little bit of both?
You definitely need to, I mean, maybe this is just my bias, but I do feel like there has to be some type of emotional connection.
Right.
Because that's how you are able to really, be in sync and identify with each other on an intimate level. But for me personally, I'm not a very emotional person.
Right.
So
Felt that.
I don't like to deal with all of that. I'm a very rational person by nature, so yeah, I understand, but let's come up with a solution. Let's figure it out and move forward.
One of those, it is what it is.
It is what it is. Yeah. Oh boy.
Oh my gosh.
So complex.
Nah, bro. It's like this. You can, like my boy just said, you can be emotional, but it's like, don't be overly emotional. So, for me, I'm always laid back regardless. If you see me not fazed by a situation that you're totally fazed by right now, I'm letting you know that it's okay. Like, we have life. We woke up today.
Right.
We're able to breathe, to see our loved ones for a whole nother day. So that shit we stressing about. So let that shit go on the back burners. Let's keep going to the future and keep grinding and succeeding. But because I feel like with emotions, it comes stagnatism sometimes. Right. I don't even know if that's a real word, but it's a real word today.
Stagnatism.
But it's like you keep going through the same emotional circle and everything. That could become depressing in a way.
Yeah.
I want to say, like, that brings other people around you down, and I don't feel like I want to be down. You feel me? I want to be up. I want to have that emotion. If I'm chilling, don't try to change my emotion from chilling, bro. Because that's gonna mean you're gonna bring somebody out that you don't want to see.
Right.
Now I gotta sit here and roll with an emotion that I wasn't feeling right now. Like I was chilling. Yeah. I'm not trying to be rational about it because I pulled it out of me. All the irrationalness is out the window. It's like it's a head crack. It's a head crack.
I'm gonna definitely say laid back.
You gotta be laid back.
I'm not even gonna front.
You gotta be laid back.
I'm emotional too, but
give me 50% emotions.
Nah, I need just straight laid back 100%. I'm not even gonna
really.
Yeah.
I need $150.
Only because how can I say? Like I could control my emotions. You know what I'm saying? Like I know a lot of people, and not even to say it's just perfect and nothing like that. But I know my limits. I know where I could take it, where I go, and where I want to take it, or where each situation need it to be. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people don't, and people take their emotions and then really go there, places where it do not need to be. You know what I'm saying? That's why I show the laid back more than the emotion, because once people feel like, oh damn, it's like when people get together and they want to just do extra shit. Like, oh, you want to do extra shit, and they let their emotions get the best of them. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's the worst, not the worst, but those is not good vibes. Like that's why I like rational. Like when you rational, like yo, granted this happened, cool. What can we do to fix it?
Right.
Granted, you sad, yeah, you could be sad and all that. Cry if you want to cry, you
Get
can
it
cry.
out.
You want to hug, scream, do everything you gotta do.
Cool.
But you can't let that shit carry on into the next 10 minutes of your life
Exactly.
at all. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Exactly.
so I'm gonna say laid back. That's a fact.
Yeah.
I need 100% laid back,
Yeah, I do.
50%
I
emotions,
do.
bro. $150.
Like you could be emotional, but like
I need you to vibe with
yeah,
me.
you gotta
I
be
need
level
a
headed.
vibe,
You
yo.
still gotta be
No pun
level
intended,
headed.
but I just need a vibe, bro.
Need a vibe.
Like, chill.
Yeah, no, I agree. I think, overall, I think knowing how to control your emotions,
That's key.
it's key.
Hell yeah.
Like, like you guys have said, like I've encountered people, who are very emotional, and I'm like,
It clouds your judgment.
it clouds your judgment. It makes you unproductive, which
Mhm.
is a turnoff to me in many ways. So it's like,
Mhm.
just for the betterment of yourself as a person, it's very important to learn how to control your emotions.
You
So
gotta
that,
keep that shit key.
yeah, it's very important.
Big facts. All right, yo. So Dre, thank you for pulling up, man. We really appreciate
My
you
pleasure.
here
Thank you for having
in the
me.
What's the
anytime.
Vibe Studios. We've been trying to get my boy on the show. For real, for real.
It's been fun.
Any shout outs you want to give? You got any a boo thing out there that you want to say what up to or nothing like that?
Not at all.
No boo
No.
No clout for you.
No.
You will not be seen.
No clout for you.
No.
You will be getting the emoji over your
You will
face.
not be seen.
Never.
But no, all love. Thanks you guys for
Anytime,
having me
anytime.
here.
Ready.
It's been a pleasure, and just be on the lookout for my new and latest project that I hopefully should be announcing very soon.
Nice.
You guys can
Here for
follow
that,
me
here for
on Instagram.
Already did
Saint Trends. So
Big
that's
trends.
STTRENDZ. Andre Lamar. And
Dre been a big supporter of What's the Vibe since day
since the
one.
beginning.
That ass. He been a big supporter of me even when I used to holler at him about you and starting What's the Vibe. So
Yes.
I dead appreciate you for pulling up today for real. for
Very
real.
excited, man.
He got some What's the Vibes merch for you outside. So after we wrap this up,
Oh
you got
wow!
some t-shirt.
I'm so
That's
excited.
a
Yes,
fact.
I cannot wait.
We about to do this
Let's
photo
go
shoot.
see right now.
We all putting y'all in the uniform.
You know what I'm saying? So again, this is DOC. This is What's the Vibes. Rico, my special guest Dre. You know what I'm saying? Catch us out. Make sure you like, subscribe, comment, tell all your friends about us, and
Please.
we're gonna catch y'all in the next episode.
All right, you guys.